92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
It always sucks when you don't get a call back for a second date, especially when that first date cost you $1,500.
Whoa! What are you doing?
And that is the problem that Cece is having. She's on the phone today to do a second date update with a guy whose name is Tag. What's up, Cece? How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Oh my God, $1,500 on a first date?
Well, technically, I didn't pay $1,500 on the date. It was a dating service that I paid for.
So you went through a dating service and it cost you $1,500? That's the part of your email that confused me because you said in it that you spent that kind of money to do this, but why did it cost so much?
Because it's a professional service that sets women up with professional men who have professional jobs, have their lives together. A lot of them are millionaires and things like that. So
this is like a millionaire matchmaker type deal?
yeah, something like that. I mean, I've done other dating sites, and I'm done with them. I've wasted a lot of time on guys that just don't have their lives together, that are not ambitious, and it's not even really about the money. I want a guy that's ambitious.
AKA, you're looking for a dude who has some money.
Well, I mean, that comes with ambition a lot of the time, but I dated
true.
too many losers on all the other dating sites.
All right, so tell us about this guy named Tag and your date.
So, Tag, he's really nice. He does, like, business development type of things. He works in real estate and has, startup companies, things like that. And they told me that he just didn't have enough time to meet the right person.
Okay.
So, we talked on the phone, then we went out to dinner. And, I mean, I was nervous, but I felt like it went well.
Okay. So what about him did you really like?
Well, the last couple of people I went out with, it just was kind of expected that it was a hookup thing. Like, within, like, the first hour, it was like, all right, so when's this gonna happen?
And these are people that you met off of this $1,500 dating service thing?
No,
Oh,
those
okay.
are people from, like, the other site.
The free sites, the cheap sites for
Plenty
the
of
poor
fish.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did your evening with Tag go? Was it fun? Was there anything interesting about it?
It was good. I mean, I was super nervous because I hadn't gone out with a guy like that in a while. So I was trying to come up with something interesting or impressive to say, and I wasn't even thinking, and I just blurted out and asked him how much he made.
What?
And I didn't mean to. It just came out. I was super nervous.
Did you immediately say, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean that?
Yeah, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I immediately apologized.
Yeah, I can understand why. I think I can understand why he wouldn't want to call you back if it seems like you're only interested in his money.
So you're a millionaire? I mean,
Well, I mean, I wasn't only interested in his money. It was like an honest mistake. So
What did he do after you asked him how much money he made?
he was gracious about it, but he just kind of looked at me a little bit weird. And, I mean, the rest of the date went on as normal.
So he never answered you. You don't know how much money he makes.
No, I was like, sorry, I didn't mean to ask that. You don't have to answer that.
And can I ask, I mean, are you coming from a place where you're really successful and making your own living right now?
Well, I mean, I'm not on that level. I'm not exactly where I want to be just yet, but I do support myself. I pay all of my own bills. All of that.
But it'd be so much nicer if you had somebody else to do it for you, wouldn't it?
It's Jubal's dream, too.
It
Don't
really
worry.
is, yeah.
You guys share that together.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea, but I know that's going to take time.
So how did everything end with you guys?
Well, he took me back to my place, and we had a little kiss at the end, and
ooh.
Was it a peck or was it a, like, more romantic?
it was kind of a peck, but I thought that was pretty respectful for a first date.
Yeah.
Okay.
And have you tried getting a hold of him since you guys went out?
They, on the site, said to wait for the man to call you, and
Okay.
he just hasn't called back.
And how long has it been?
It's been like almost 3 weeks now.
Okay, so he's definitely not calling you then if it's been 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, he might be ditching me, but then he also did say that he's really busy and he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got a lot of things to deal with his real estate and all of that. So maybe that's it.
Could certainly be.
I do feel like you're paying $1,500 for the service. They should be doing this for you instead of us.
Yeah, I mean, they should be taking care of it, but I just thought I'd rather call you guys because you guys get it handled immediately.
Yeah, we cost $3,000 to do this. So I'll send you an invoice, but we'll play a song, come back, call them, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match.
On the phone right now is Cece, and she actually spent $1,500 on a matchmaker to make her a match. And the match doesn't seem to be working out because the dude is not calling her back, and she can't figure out why. His name is Tag, and we're about to get him on the phone and see if there was a problem. Now, Cece admits that she did make a mistake on their date and actually ask him how much money he makes.
Such a big mistake.
I guess she paid this much money on a matchmaking service because they help find like guys who are well off and have great careers and are just too busy to date. So she actually asked him how much money he makes, and he seemed a little bothered by that. But the date did end with a little peck on the lips. Yeah. But she hasn't heard from him since, and we're about to get him on the phone. Cece?
Yes.
Do they actually play that song for you when you walk into their offices?
They should, for as much as I'm paying them.
Yeah, they really should.
Dance for you.
If this doesn't turn out, are you going to stick with this matchmaking company?
I might write out the rest of my contract because I still have a couple of months that I'm covered with it, but I won't renew.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, get him on the phone, and find out why he's not calling you back, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, this is Tag.
Hey, Tag, how are you?
Good. How are you? Who is this?
This is Jubal. I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is this regarding? I don't have a lot of time.
I'll make this quick. It's regarding a date you recently went on.
What? How'd you get my number?
Well, I got it from the girl that you went on a date with. She actually emailed us and asked if we could get a hold of you because you're not calling her back.
You serious?
Yes, I am. Her name is Cece.
No. I'm not going out with her ever again.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Yeah.
I
guess we got our answer.
What's the problem with Cece? Can you tell us?
So wait a second. Are you guys working with the matchmaking service, and that's how this is happening?
No. Although I would like to be because it sounds like a lucrative business. Cece actually emailed our radio show and asked us if we could get you on the phone to find out why. She's confused and would love to see you again, but unfortunately you're not calling her back.
Okay.
She told us that you guys went out to dinner and there was an awkward moment where she asked how much money you made.
Wait, she actually told you about that?
Yeah, she did. She thinks that's the reason you're not calling her.
I think it's probably the reason, too. That's embarrassing.
Well, that was completely out of line of her. I mean, it's a first date, you know? I couldn't believe that she did it, and you know, she apologized to me, but really it just didn't help. I could tell that she was still thinking about it, and it was on her mind.
So, Tag, how much money do you make, Tag? I'm just curious if you could tell me.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I really would. I don't think we're going to get that out of you, though, but can you at least tell us what else happened on your date? You said that was one of the reasons you're not calling her back?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really know how to say this. Like, this is on the radio and stuff. She doesn't really have a job.
What?
Okay.
She doesn't have a job?
She didn't tell you about this? Her way of making money?
No. We actually asked her because we're like, are you just going out to find dudes to pay all your bills? And she was like, no, I pay my bills myself. So I just assumed she had a job.
Well, yeah, she sure pays her bills, all right.
Why are you laughing at her? What does she do?
Yeah.
Well, she told me that she makes thousands of dollars donating her eggs.
What? Eggs?
Her eggs, like her...
Like, from her ovaries.
Oh,
No, like
okay, so
your
she doesn't have, like,
eggs.
chickens in a coop in her backyard. It's her reproductive eggs that she's selling.
Yeah, no, she's not a farm girl. She's, I guess you could say she's a farm girl. She's farming herself.
So
Dude,
that's
I
how
will
she's
say-
making her money?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird. Like, she starts bragging about how good her genes are, and
No, for real though, you have to go through some like stringent tests in order to be able to donate your eggs. It's like no joke. They want to make sure you are grade A.
yeah, she told me all about it.
And it's like really painful, I've heard.
I heard you can make a lot of money doing it.
Yeah, apparently you can make a lot of money because she said she pays her rent with it and travels.
Wow,
She's even done it in other countries, which, you know.
So
Well,
what?
that'd be
wait,
scary. Like, I'm go down to Mexico in a back alley and some guy's just harvesting your eggs. I wouldn't trust that.
why does that turn you off? What about that is gross to you?
You're asking why that's a turn off.
Yeah, I don't know. Like guys donate sperm. She's helping people have babies.
Yeah, well, I don't like the thought of her having, hundreds of little kids running around all over the world. And she doesn't have, like, a real job, So, like, I'm going to be out there working, and she's, I don't know, sitting in a lab somewhere getting her ovaries scraped.
Hey, what do you do for a living?
I work in real estate.
Okay, you work in real estate. You might be able to retire off of her egg money.
You're flipping houses, she's flipping eggs.
Hey, Tag. I also need to be honest with you and tell you that she's actually on the line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the out. You're kidding.
I don't have a real job, Tag. Selling your eggs is a real job. I make money doing that. I make a lot of money doing that, okay? And I work all over the world in different countries helping women.
Yeah, I mean, you work all over the world. You should probably put that word work in quotes because I'm not really sure if that's working.
Yeah, it is work. It is legitimate work. I have to take care of myself, and I have to make sure that I'm in good condition.
You have to just let your body do its natural function. I mean, I don't really know how you call that working. You're just
No, you
giving
have
your
to be
eggs
healthy.
out.
You need to have top quality eggs to give to other women. I mean, it's actual work.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, so just because I don't sit around in an office all day with a secretary, that's not work?
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I have a job. I make a lot of money, and I'm there working.
I have a job, too, and I also make a lot of money working.
Well, I mean, how long can you keep that up for? It's not a real career. You can't do it forever. Eventually, your body is going to go, nope, no more.
You know what? Quit putting this down and trying to judge me. Maybe I can't put this on my resume, but I'm a humanitarian. I'm helping people.
I think you could put it on a resume. I'm sure you could put that on a resume, Cece.
I mean, I just find it kind of hilarious that she thinks that this is humanitarian work.
Cece, did he come off this condescending to you when you guys were out on a date and you just somehow missed it?
You know what, Brooke? I had no idea that he was so against helping women and helping women to have children and so against the miracle of life.
What is this? Why am I suddenly like the bad guy here? I'm not against women. I just want a woman who has an actual job.
Tag, it is an actual job. And if you don't believe me, why don't you come with me to one of my appointments and see my eggs up close and in person?
There you go. Hey, how about that?
That sounds
Tag?
like a sexy second date to me.
Tag, would you like to go out on a second date with Cece? We will pay for it.
I can't believe we're even asking that question.
You want to see your eggs, bro?
Hey, come check out my ovaries, baby.
Yeah, I'd totally let him do it. Obviously, he disrespects what I do for a living, disrespects women. Come on, come see.
Oh, my God.
See, obviously, like, you were drooling over how much money I made, and if I really wanted to, I could have seen your ovaries in another way.
Whatever. Kiss my eggs, Tag.
Kiss my eggs. That's awesome. That's a first and a second date update.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
For all that
Obviously, he disrespects what I do for a living, disrespects women. Come on, come see.
Oh, my God.
See, obviously, like, you were drooling over how much money I made, and if I really wanted to, I could have seen your ovaries in another way.
Whatever. Kiss my eggs, Tag.
kiss my eggs. That's awesome. That's a first and a second date update. That is a clip from today's second date update. This girl named Cece wanted to call a guy named Tag who wasn't calling her back after their date. We found out the reason that he wasn't calling her back was because she claimed that her career was selling her eggs so that she can take vacations and stuff like that. You can get a lot of money for selling your eggs, but he was like,
Apparently.
it's not actually a career.
Yeah.
And eventually she's just going to be wanting me to take care of her.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, this is a career. Everybody texting in at 78592 agrees that is not a career.
No.
I think it is.
You do?
Yeah, if I had eggs to sell, absolutely.
You could go sell your sperm, and that's not a
Yeah,
career either.
except that's like $50. You get thousands of dollars selling eggs.
It's because it's like a crazy,
Yeah.
intricate process, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be really painful.
There's some people texting in. They're like, my friend did this, and she made like $30,000.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot
know
of
that-
money, dude.
I don't think it's worth it.
Really?
So much work and pain.
And yeah, apparently she has to keep her body like right all year round and
Yeah.
eat right and
So
everything
hard.
else.
I love how nobody brought up, I mean, he never brought up the fact that she flat out asked him how much he made during dinner.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't the problem. I feel like
Seems
that
kinda
should be the
sketchy.
problem.
Met him on like a gold digger website,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I
Right?
do know my favorite thing though was this line.
Whatever. Kiss my eggs, tag.
Kiss my eggs. That is the one thing that we can take away from today's second date update. The next time somebody's messing with you, just tell them to kiss your eggs.
Whatever. Kiss my eggs, tag.
Kiss my eggs. Is donating your eggs a career? Text in 78592.
career.
I think it's a good career path,
No.
and every woman should do it. It's
Those
really
things dry up way too young and for it to be a career.
Whatever. Kiss my eggs, tag.
kiss my
Brooke.
eggs.